make sure everything is good. There we go. Alright, hey everybody and welcome to my kitchen. You're aimed too high. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to make taco burgers and I'm going to make chicken for pitas and other things. So without any further ado, let's get started. For the taco burgers, we have got taco cheese, we've got hamburger obviously, and I think I mixed up some Cascabel seasoning, but if I didn't, we will do that on stream today. We've also got some mushrooms and some chicken and some other stuff going, so let's just drag all that out so we don't forget to cook it up while we're at it. We're making several things at once today just so that I have food to eat for the week. What else do I have? Yeah, I'm going to need egg if I do dumplings, and I won't if I don't, so we're not getting those out right now. Alright, so let's get started. Interestingly enough, we are not going to do the burgers on the stove. We are going to do the chicken on the stove, but we need to get the burgers going first. So what we are going to want is a bowl. Hang on. A bowl. Where are all my bowls? There's a bowl. Yeah, bowl. Okay. Now, let's just crack on into this. This is 1 pound of official 100% pure ground beef. No additives. 80% lean, 20% fat. Any ground beef will do. All my knives are in the dishwasher. There we go. So these are fairly straightforward. You just saw through them. Being careful not to get any of the plastic in your meat. Squeeze it out. And there we have our beef. Now we'll break that up in just a minute, but let's add some ingredients to it first. We want salt. Enough to work it through. That seems like a lot for the surface, and it is, but you have to remember we're working it through. A little bit of pepper. Where's my garlic? Garlic. Some of my absolute favorite hot sauce. Not a lot of this. It's strong, and we just want a few dots to give it a little kick here and there. Sprinkle that all over. Man, that smells good. Okay, so onion powder. Plenty of onion powder because it's really good. And the last two ingredients we are going to want is guys, you're in for a treat. I'm out of ground Cascabel pepper, so I'm going to show you how we make it real quick. Come on over here. I have a couple of coffee grinders. Now, they both look like this. But one of them is for coffee and one of them is for spices. This one's already cleaned out. So what we are going to do is we are going to grind up some nice Cascabel pepper. You get this at the Spanish market. You can get it at the international food stores. You can get it in a lot of places, but it is really, really good for South and Central American cuisine, Mexican food. It's wonderful stuff. So, we are going to make it easier to deal with, because what happens is you pull the stems off them, and a million little seeds in there. You guys hear that? Sounds like little sleigh bells. So, we pull the stems off of them, and you can leave the seeds inside them, although I've always wondered how it would be to try to plant a few of them. And since I've got a garden this year, I may just. But here's how we do this. We just pop the whole thing right into the coffee grinder here. Actually, I'm going to save a couple of the seeds from that and see if we can get anything out of it. Might be too old for that once it's dried and preserved like this, but we'll find out. Okay, so we have several more of these. Let me turn you guys around so you can see this. We pop the stem right out. It should just come out all in one piece, which makes life easy. And again, like I said, I'm going to keep a few of the seeds from these. It's just, let me show you guys this. It is just chock full of these little seeds, which is fine. You know, we can put most of them in there. They don't have a whole lot of flavor, but they don't hurt the flavor either. And so why not? Do get the stems out though. Those are pretty nasty. There we go. Now that's enough to be getting on with right now. I know I've got more cascabels, but my little grinder is almost full, so we'll add them as we go. And let's grind this. We want to give it a little shake so that the larger bits kind of get covered, and unfortunately one of these is too big, so we just got to tear it up a little bit and get it down in there to where the blades can hit it. And it's starting to smell wonderful. I can't wait to show you guys this once it comes on out of here. Kind of give it a little bounce. Let's grind it into powder. Give it a little knock. And let me show you guys this over here. Look at that. Fresh ground cascabel pepper. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. We're going to take a great big pinch of it and just throw it in with the hamburger here. All right. That's going to be wonderful. Let's grind up the rest of this and throw it in the, while I'm at it, and put it in this jar so that I don't have to do this again for a while. How about it? This one's kind of collapsed in on itself and I can't get to the stem. So there is a bit of a mild heat to these peppers, so be careful if you get it all over your skin. Don't be scratching your eyes or any other private areas, because you will regret it. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen. That smells good. Let me show you guys a trick here real quick with wax paper. If you get a little piece of wax paper and you roll it up into a funnel with a point on one end. Actually, give me a second here. Widen it out real big on one end and real small on the other. See? Look at that. And you can just put it in your jar there, and we dump our stuff right in. Give it a little shake, and looky there. It fills up our jar nicely, and we don't have to get it everywhere. So I'm just going to leave that sitting there while we grind up the rest of these peppers. Hey, Tomo! Taco burger is a hamburger with taco seasonings in it, eaten on a bun with this and tomato and all kinds of good stuff. So you're gonna like this. You can even put little like fried tortilla strips on the burger as a garnish. Unfortunately, I do not have any, so we won't be doing that, but that's okay. We're just breaking up these cascabel peppers, and we are grinding them for seasoning in the future. There we go. This is why it's handy to keep a, look at that, isn't that beautiful? This is why it's handy to keep a coffee grinder around just for spices. It's great for like pink peppercorns, cascabel peppers, any dried peppers really. Coriander, whole coriander, you can grind up into powder. Nutmeg it's really good for as well. So you can do a lot of that stuff. You know, the veggie part actually makes it. You know, I know a lot of people aren't really into lettuce and tomato, but the cool part is that, and look, I have plenty of this for the future now. Cascabel pepper, ready to roll. The nice part about the vegetables is it does give it a nice little, it does impart a nice little fresh flavor to it that I cannot deny. The taco burgers would not quite be the same without. Now let me get this mess off my counter here real quick. And we will continue on with the stream. Also, let's wash the hot pepper off our hands before we touch anything that has to do with the rest of us. Okay. Now, we've got cascabel pepper in there. I'm going to add a couple of other things real quick. First of all, a little pinch of this cheese, because it's going to get mixed in there too. And you guys are going to like this. Give me just a second. Where's my tomato paste? Now, we have the choice of hot tomato sauce and salsa or regular tomato paste. I would use this, but I've got plans for it. So, instead what we're going to do is use a little tomato paste. Let's get this open real quick. Not because of allergy, just the taste, and it doesn't. I gotcha. You know, I like a lot of foods. There's very few foods that I won't eat. But I know what you mean. There's certain ones that I am just not fond of, and I can't take very much of them. For me, it's sweet potatoes. I can't do a whole lot with sweet potatoes. You know, this is one of those spoons that's really ornamental but very bendy. So what we're going to do is put it in the sink. And we're going to use something a little more sturdy. There. Because we want to get this all well mixed in together. Because we are not actually frying these burgers. We are going to put them in the oven to kind of grill/bake. I could probably use a little more, tomato sauce in here. And what I could also probably stand to do is just do this by hand. Yeah, you know, I totally get that, Tomo. Sometimes people just don't get along with certain fruits and or vegetables or meats or other foods, and it's just something you don't like. All right, time to get our hands dirty, I guess. I'm going to carry this over the counter so I don't make a mess, but let's just knead this together with our hands. I was hoping to avoid that since it has a whole lot of hot sauce in it and hot pepper, and I'd really rather not get it all over me for obvious reasons, but if it has to be that way, it has to be that way. And besides, I guess I need to form it into patties anyhow. But yeah, it should start to become kind of a uniform ball. So now let's wash our hands. I mean, I suppose nitrile gloves would solve that problem, but see, the thing about it is when you're cooking at home with nitrile gloves, it always makes it seem like you're touching something more unsanitary than it is. I don't know why that is, but it gives off the impression that you're touching something dirty, as opposed to you're protecting your hands from, or you're protecting the food from your hands and vice versa. But now the nice part about washing your hands with dish soap is it should take most of the capsaicin oils off your hands, but be careful about touching your face and eyes and other things just in case. Especially with that hot sauce I put in there earlier. Let's see, noisy! Yes, you heard Taco Burgers. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? But no seafood and some veggies. Generally nothing. I got you. Well, you know, you ought to give me the chance to try and make you some fruits and vegetables that you will like, because cooking them tends to make them delicious. Okay, so we're doing this a little bit weird. First of all, I need a pan. What you up to today, Noisy? Anything good? Okay. A little aluminum foil down. Otherwise, this thing's going to be a bear to clean. Put a rack on this. And close enough. You must say, yes, I will send you the burgers. So, in the burger mix, we have got cascabel peppers, garlic, onion, salt, pepper, Mexican cheese, and tomato paste. It's made a nice, delicious mixture here. You could probably put some oregano in it, too, if you wanted. We're not frying these burgers. We are kind of half grill, half baking these burgers. And so, we're just going to shape them into burgers. And we're going to set them on our rack here. And I've probably got enough for about 3 big ones. Or maybe 4 if I make a couple of smaller sized ones. Which I might do. I might take some off of that one and make a little bit more modest burger. Yeah, let's do that instead. So give me a sec. How's your day going? Just getting ready for the day and making sure your house doesn't float away. Oh, you guys getting a lot of rain and flooding and stuff there? Let me steal a little of this burger. There we go. Shape that up correctly. And that with the leftovers should make one more taco burger, albeit kind of a small one. Small is okay. I'm small and I'm fine. Alright, let me wash my hands. And we'll get these in the oven and then we'll start working on the chicken. So, floating away, huh? The river out back getting high on you? Either that or you've tied a bunch of balloons to your house like on that Pixar film. Which seems much less likely. If you guys want to know if you've managed to wash all the capsaicin and hot pepper off your hands or not, just rub your eyes real good and you'll figure it out pretty quick. Let's set this oven at about 385. And then we'll huck these burgers in and let them do their thing. Actually, you know what? No, what I want to do is preheat this first. Normally I let it warm up with, but that'll get the outside a little too well done before the inside gets done. So let's put them in a fully preheated oven instead. Wash my hands one more time here. Okay. Lost your backyard completely and you have a sandbag barricade around your house? Dude! Well, here's hoping the rain stops real soon for you. That's no good. If I was there, I'd help you sandbag and bail. Jeez, man. You know, if you, instead of sandbag, you use concrete bags, when the water recedes, you'll have a wall. No, I'm kidding. I mean, you would, but it would be an ugly wall and probably not very structurally sound. But at any rate, we are going to move on to the chicken. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sounds rough. So we have got some chicken thighs and some chicken breasts, and I was thinking of using the thighs for some dumplings, but they're so good on their own, I think I'm going to do something a little different with them. Now, the chicken breast, we're just going to, sear up in a pan so that we can make chicken Caesar wraps or salads or things like that out of them. So really nothing fancy with that. I'm probably going to cut them into smaller pieces so that we can get them good and coated in butter. What I might do with the thighs is cook them up with some mushrooms and, make kind of a sauce out of them and eat them over rice, which would be really good. Why don't we set those aside and think about that for a minute while we deal with the breasts. Okay. Oh, that's rough too. What are you doing? Taking her out front, or? Which has its own problems, because isn't the front out in front of your house like asphalt and gravel and stuff without a whole lot of grass up that way? Other than, whatever's in your front yard, of course. Okay. Let's carve up this chicken real quick. I think we're going to season this up with a little bit of onion and coriander. What do you guys think? Hang on. Onion and coriander sound good for chicken? I think so. Okay, enough. Alright, so we want this to cook fairly well, but I want it to also be in some larger pieces so that when we do put it in the fridge, it stays tender for a few days, because I don't want it getting all dry or tough, because this has to feed me for a few days. So we'll cut it into some larger strips, and then we'll slice it down for the pitas after it's cooked. There we go. That's good. Wash our hands. And let's come on over here. There we go. Hi, everybody. Dogs get that way. That's a shame for her. Hey, she'll be fine. Let's see, that smile with cleaver in hand needs. Yes, it does. I would love that. Remind me to go back and clip that or something. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do this chicken up right. So first things first, we need a little butter. And by a little butter, I mean like a quarter stick. Come on. Okay, and also, that's probably warm enough. In go the taco burgers. And now for butter. Boom! Actually, wait, there's still a wrapper on that. It won't hurt you, but we still don't want to eat it. Alright. Rub that around in the pan a little bit. Get it good and coated, and we'll wait for that to start sizzling. And then we'll put in the chicken. You need to get a knife sharpener. That's fair. I had a day a while back where I decided to sharpen up most of mine, and I need to hone the edge on a couple a little bit again because they're kind of getting out of sharp. But that's okay because they're still decently usable. A dull knife is a whole lot more dangerous than a sharp knife because the dull knife won't go through like fruit peels or heavy like skins on, say, gourds or things like that. But when it slips, it'll sure go through your finger nice and easy. So always take good care of your knives and keep them sharp because they're safer sharp than they are half sharp. That one goes in the middle. There we go. Now, we can probably turn that down a little bit. Next we do onion and coriander for this. Wow. I am almost out of coriander, guys. I need to get some more of that. Someone remind me. This might do it for the coriander. Jeez. Okay, and where'd my onion powder go? Huh. Alright, where's my onion powder, guys? Like, seriously. Here it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. And last but not least, plenty of black pepper. Because black pepper is really good on chicken. So is pink pepper. And if I had any especially handy, I would use it, but all I've got is not ground yet, so stop losing my spice. I did not get Smash yet. I need to get Smash. I would love to play Smash. I would absolutely love to play Smash. Ooh, that smells good. Would love to play Smash, and unfortunately, don't have it yet. Okay, while we wait on this, we're going to do something with these thighs, so that I will have them as well. We're going to do these up a little bit differently. I'm going to chop these finer. Not a good idea to put paper next to an open flame. Give me half a moment, guys. There we go. Stuff he doesn't have Smash. Ah! Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I can get it here real soon, although it's been a couple of crazy busy weeks. Matter of fact, today, when I get done with this, I need to clean up around here a lot, and I mean a lot. And I also need to record a couple of hours worth of voiceover and get them cleaned and trimmed and ready before Monday, which I'd like to get done today because tomorrow I need to rebuild my other sound booth. Okay, we'll let those sit for a while. Add a little pepper. Add a little salt. Shake it around. Okay. Now, for the chicken thighs, we're going to cut them up a little smaller. They could use a little trimming too, because they have a little bit of tougher meat on them. And we want to get rid of excess fat, although we want to leave a little bit on it so that they stay buttery and delicious, because that will melt into the dish the way we're going to cook it and make sure that it's good. We just want the tough part off of it. There we go. I should probably have a plate or a bowl or something to put the liquids in, but what the heck, it doesn't really matter which. But I don't, and we're going to make do because I'm in a hurry, because the chicken over there is not going to wait for me. We're going to simmer this up with some mushrooms, and it's going to be delightful. I do like chicken thighs. They're a little harder to work with than breast, but it tastes wonderful. Come on. Work with me here. There we go. I need to sharpen this knife. Let me go check on that chicken over there, guys, real quick. I'll be right back. We do not want it to burn. Oh, that's looking lovely. And smelling good, too. Yummy. That is just buttery and delicious. And caramelized perfectly on the outside. We'll turn that down, give it 2 minutes on the timer, and I'll finish cutting up this before I get that out. Because we're going to throw this into the same pan, we're just going to start a sauce going after that. What do you guys think? That'll be good, won't it? There we go, all separated out. Actually, that's a really good piece of meat I'm about to get rid of, so let me trim that up correctly. And hang on to it. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now, come on over here. Aha! Alright. Wash our hands. We're going to get a plate for this chicken. Actually, you know what? A little bowl so we can store it in the fridge until we want it. Also, we're going to take this largest piece here and we are going to cut through it and see if it's done all the way through. Because if it's done all the way through, then all the other pieces are too. And no, it's not quite there yet. So we're going to leave that in, as well as some of the larger pieces. We are going to remove the smaller pieces because they are obviously done all the way through and we don't want them to burn. There we go. But keeping an eye on it's always important. There we go. Alrighty. Whew, you guys, I am hungry. Let's see what these burgers are doing. They're starting to roast up, but they're not going to be done for a while. Yummy. All right. While we wait, let's put our spice grinder away. There we go. Very nice. It's almost done. We just want to make sure that it gets fully cooked all the way through. So to kill time, let's have a glass of tea. Except all my glasses were in the dishwasher. Okay. There we go. These are looking pretty good. Just keep flipping them, so that they don't get too done on any one side. Nice and golden brown. Also, yeah, those should be done all the way through by now. So we will just start taking those out. Isn't that beautiful? We'll just take those out. Yum. Okay. There we go. Now, we don't need any more butter, really, because there's all that mixture of butter and chicken fat in there. So all we really have to do is come and get our mushrooms first. We might add a little more butter for the mushrooms because they drink butter. Couple more. There we go. Just a little bit, because why not? There we go, butter. Put that back in the fridge before it softens up too much. And when those start to kind of... Yeah, see, those mushrooms have already drank up all that butter and chicken fat, so, you know, making sure that there is enough in there so that they don't dry out and nothing sticks to the pan is always a good thing. Speaking of sticking to the pan, I'm kind of trying to deglaze that little bit of caramelization from the chicken there real quick by scrubbing a couple of the mushrooms on it. It'll be fine, I just don't want it to get too out of hand because it'll make a funny taste if we're not careful. And we don't want that. There we go. It's starting to come up. Just so long as it doesn't before it burns. Okay, now. Galladan! Hey, how's it going? Welcome! We have got, yes, trying to get a power up from the mushrooms. Let's see, now I'm too tall. Wait. I've got it. Okay, I'm back. That was goofy. I'm making taco burgers, which are in the oven at the moment. And I've already made the chicken breasts for the pitas, and they're looking really good. I sauteed them in butter with some coriander, onion, salt, and pepper. These mushrooms are simmering down. I'm going to put them in with these chicken thighs over here and make some sauce for them. Yes, exactly. Peach? What do you mean peach? How's that, dude? All right. These are trimmed little bits of chicken thigh. And we are just going to let them cook down with these mushrooms, and we'll add a little juice to them. And we'll make a nice chicken and mushroom sauce kind of thing going on. It'll be great. So what you up to today, Kaladin? Anything good? It's good to see you, and welcome to my kitchen. Yeah, you know, chicken sushi is good if you really, really want to know what salmonella feels like. But I don't. So here's a little black pepper, or a lot of black pepper. Do some salt. You know what would be good with mushrooms, and I'm not even kidding. I'm almost out of coriander because I love coriander, so we're going to go sparingly on it. Instead, we're going to use a mixture of celery salt and sage. Just for a change of pace. So, throw the sage in there. And a little bit of celery salt on the mushrooms. Garlic's also good on mushrooms, so let's add just a touch. Not a lot. Just enough so we can taste it. And there we go. So, ooh, that smells good. And it's going to start to simmer down, and it's going to amalgamate, and it's going to be real, real good. And we'll figure out what we're going to eat it over, like rice or noodles or something like that. It would be good over egg noodles. It would be good over rice. Excuse me, black pepper. That needs to heat up a little bit. I was trying to get a block to explode when hit by a shovel instead of the block under my... Oh! Keep that! I have a great idea for a troll. Just stop what you're doing, save the file, set it aside, and let me have it. Because I wanna play with that. I really do. So what you're saying is, like, Mario's here, and he throws the shell, and when it hits that block, the block under him explodes. That needs to be a thing, and I need to have that. So, yes. All right. Oh, this is going to be a really good sauce. Nope. And I hear my taco burger starting to sizzle. Yes, all right. That temperature could probably come up. I'm going to bump that up to 400. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, I am all about that. So yeah, you need to get me whatever technology you've used to come up with that. Let's get rid of these chicken scraps here real quick. What's going on outside? Sounds like someone propping something up against my house. You know, that could almost use like either a little bit of fish sauce or oyster sauce or something, and I could use it in a noodle dish. That'd be really good. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, though. We're going to eat this over noodles later this week. You can see mushrooms have a lot of like water in them, and as they cook down, it comes out. And the same with the chicken, it's got fat in it, and it's going to mix together and make a really nice little broth. All right. Well, you know, you can make one that does that too, but I rather like the way you've got it now. Yeah, those are looking really good. Alrighty. So, we're just babysitting this for the moment. I'm not going to make the pasta for it just yet because I've got plenty to eat today. I made the chicken just a minute ago, and I've got taco burgers coming out. But I want to have this for this week, so I will make pasta, but I'll just throw it in and let it boil for about 5 minutes and then dump this in it. If I do it now, it'll get dry and kind of old as the week goes on. But if I wait, I just heat up this mixture and then put it in with the fresh pasta, and it'll be a lot better. You know, plus, if I decide to, I can pick at this by itself, like I can throw it in a pita wrap, or stuff something else with it, or maybe even put it in a pastry pie shell and eat it. But or maybe into some mashed potatoes. There's a lot of things you can do with like just a chicken mushroom mixture like this. In the meantime, let's see how the chicken breasts turned out. I'd like that. Yeah, show me what it's doing now. You know, sometimes when you're hacking Mario, it's a more fun result when it doesn't do what you're expecting it to do. Let me show you guys what the taco burgers are doing right now. They are cooking up tasty. We're just waiting for them to get done so we can throw them on a bun. Speaking of buns, I'll show you how to do toasty, buttery, restaurant-style burger buns. That's looking wonderful. Let's taste it. Oh, noodles. Definitely noodles. That belongs over noodles. This is the Shatterblock Sprite version. Okay, I gotcha. No! Object version of everything! Map 16, baby! I like map 16 because it's so easy to work with, but that's the problem. It's so easy to work with, it gets abused too much. You have to build a theme around expectations and can't just, you know, randomly body people with anything is everything, you know. If you have concrete blocks that aren't there, you need to stick with that theme throughout the entire level so people understand what they're seeing when they see it, you know. It's not just like, that one's a concrete block, that one's a note block, that one's a question block, that one's a... We're up to temperature. Man, that's good. Yeah. And we'd stay up to temperature if I'd quit opening the oven over. Add a little more pepper to this, I think. I'm trying to decide if this needs anything like Worcestershire or oyster sauce or something like that. Let's see. I think it's fine the way it is. It's really, really good. It's the KISS rule of cooking. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, I saw that you were saying that, and I'm not sure how you completely cheesed it, but I'm curious to see. I really enjoyed it. I saw you talking about like that cape jump, and I thought what was especially clever was the blocks that shatter when you jump normally, but not when you spin jump. I thought that was really clever. Yeah. Overworld YT's hack is still a masterpiece. I was watching some playthroughs of that the other day. It was cool. Okay, this is about ready to come out, which is good. We just need a bowl to store it in until we want to use it. Give me a second here. Trying to palm 6 bowls here. There we go. I promise it's not like a couple of weeks ago when I bent down and couldn't get up again. Speaking of which, my back is now fine. See? There we go. That's going to be great for pasta later this week. I might nibble on that a little bit today, too, because it smells so good. Oh, man, y'all. It is so good. I like to rinse out the pans while they're hot. You guys know that by now. Just to keep them from getting all skanky. Having to sit around all day and scrub them out. If you rinse them out while they're still hot, why, look at that. We cooked 2 rounds of chicken in it with a mushroom sauce and all kinds of other stuff going on. And it's clean as a whistle. It's also still a little hot, so I don't want to hit my arm with it while I hang it up again. But there we go. We have got chicken and mushroom mixture for pasta. We have got chicken breast for chicken Caesar pitas and other wraps and things like that. Let's check on our taco burgers, because I would really like some taco burgers. Let's see. Yeah, that was a good troll. Art Chance threw it pretty good. Merge. You know, I'm of 2 minds on that. I really am, because I think that the fake level, you know, and then you have to go and get the real one. I think that's like part of the charm of it. That's kind of part of the troll. It's really trolly when you actually send them off on like an object hunt. These are a little I was afraid that with the tomato sauce, these would be a little delicate, and I'd have to be careful about them falling apart. So what I might do is finish these off in a skillet real quick, now that we've baked them a bit, and or grilled, whatever you want to call them. I was kind of hoping they'd just come off of here and be fine, but I can see I've added too much tomato, which is fine, not a big deal. We'll just warm this up, and very carefully, one at a time, we'll finish these little bad boys off. Alright. There we go. So, probably to you guys, I can see on the thing they look a little bit red. That's not because they're not done. It's because they've got tomato sauce and hot pepper in them. See the taco meat grease they're putting off? That's that color is a result of the cascabel pepper I stuffed them full of. Oh God, that's good. Okay. You know, yeah, and that's what I was getting to. It's like a lot of people will play like the hey, I made a hack thing, and like there's shit floating everywhere and stuff like that. And then they'll get to the end of it, and then they're like, I've got to go get another thing. I'm not going to do that. It'll be just more of the same. But on the other hand, when you do, the other hack is amazing. So I feel like it rewards people for putting up with the troll, and again, on the other hand, it might put people off enough where they don't go and chase the other one down, which, I can see it going both ways. And, so, I don't know what our solution there is other than to... Problem number 2, the tomato sauce is sticking to the pan real bad. Oh well. This is one of those dishes that's ill-advised and hard to deal with, but it's going to be amazing when it's done. I can feel it in my bones. Plus, I can smell this thing cooking, and it smells amazing. Yeah, and I think that, I'm not sure what the way to deal with that would be, other than, get to the end of it and say, now the real hack begins, like it does now, and maybe you could say you could download the thing, or go through the hidden door, 9 blocks from the wall. That's a possibility too. Maybe do both. Or just if they kill themselves and drop into the lava, it takes them to the other one. Make several ways for them to get into it, but either way, it's his hack, and I really like it how it is. If he doesn't want to change it, I get that. It's his hack, and I, honest to goodness, really like it just how it is. But I can see the trouble with that as well. So, ignore the fact that the pan is slowly turning into charcoal. That's just the excess tomato sauce coming off of that. Can you smell what the hula cow is cooking? You smell. It smells wonderful, you guys. Okay. Okay, I'm never buying chicken breasts again. Thighs.
are wonderful. I've always liked chicken thighs. You know what I need to do one of these days is get some of them on a skewer. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen. Although it looks like this thing's done all the way through, so I can just pull it out. And we'll grab this next one here. And this thing's going to be a pain in the tail to clean later. But, oh well, it's going to be worth it.
What will the can you smell?
I can't make the face.
Can you smell?
No.
I'm bad at faces like that. If I try too hard, it comes off as some creepy come-hither look.
Can you smell what the duff is cooking?
Yeah, it usually does. And if you hit it with water while it's still good and blazing hot, it'll usually pull it off really good, especially on a non-stick pan. I just hate letting it get to that point in the first place. Especially on a non-stick pan. On a metal bottom pan, I wouldn't be worried about it because, you know, I'm not afraid to scrub it. But with non-stick pans, I like to try to keep from abusing them too much. You know what I mean? We are going to have one of these mushrooms because, oh my lord. Ah, the shell troll, yes. Do that. Do the shell troll, because that seems like a great idea. Okay. Last one incoming. Oh, and that one's already falling apart, so this is going to be all kinds of jolly fun. There we go.
And while we wait for that to finish, let's prep our buns for the taco. Prep your buns, people. No, I don't mean anything by that. No, I don't. Yeah, I've got a couple. You know, I like cast iron pans too, but I like the ones that are coated with ceramic. And they're an entirely different beastie than just raw cast iron. And I can cook with cast iron. The problem is I've gotten so used to cooking on like stainless steel that I tend to approach it like I'm cooking on stainless steel. And it's easy enough to make the switch, but when you get used to something, it takes a moment, you know? It's like I'm cooking on a gas stove, and I'm terrified that friends of mine are going to invite me over and have me cook for them, and they're going to have an electric stove, which I can use, but the problem is it's never as good until you're used to the stove and the heat and how it does and how it behaves and what pans are there. It's a completely different situation. So we've got buns, we've got butter, and we're just waiting for this thing to finish through, which I do believe it is. So let's try and do something about this real quick. Yeah. There we go. We'll let that sit a minute. Let me move this out of the way. And then we're going to do these toasty buns and get this
set of taco burgers going, and then I'll get out of y'all's hair and let you watch some video games for the afternoon on someone's stream. All right. Fire that up. Get it good and hot. Yes, exactly. You know, if you need to, you can scrub them and re-season them. You cannot scrub non-stick pans real hard. It's not good for them. And they'll last longer if you're really gentle with them. They really are wonderful. I got these from my dad and his wife. My family gave these to me as a Christmas present one year, and I've really, really enjoyed them. Although, as I said, I'm more used to stainless steel at this point. I've kind of gotten used to these as well, and I really have enjoyed them quite a bit. You guys see them on the stream all the time. You know, you guys see these on stream way more than you see the stainless steel ones. And that ought to tell you something. I'm really enjoying them. But, yes, exactly. You don't want non-stick coating flecking off into your food. It's probably not the healthiest thing to be munching on. These taco burgers are going to be great. Okay, leave those for another minute. Put this butter away. I did turn that off, right? Yes. Okay. We want some taco cheese. And we want some, where is it? Where is my field green mix, please and thank you? There it is. All right. We'll spin these buns back up and hurry up and get their brothers off of the stove before, yes, toasty buns. That is exactly what we want right there. Also, you guys notice I'm reaching into a hot pan with my hands. It's because I know what I'm doing. And I'm used to it. If you're not, use a spatula. There. There's how you gently treat a non-stick pan. Very nice. Let's put it up there. And let's assemble these burgers. Yeah. Teflon in your diet is not necessarily one of the food group pyramid things. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have toasty bun top, toasty bun bottom. Ow, that's still hot. We have taco burger. Oh, that's falling apart and going everywhere. That's fine. At least we can tell it's done all the way through. A little bit more over here. Beautiful. Okay, taco burger. It's kind of almost the consistency of a really stiff sloppy Joe. We are going to dress this up. It's already got hot sauce in it, so we don't need that. I mean, you could put salsa or something on it. We are going to sprinkle it with a little bit of Mexican cheese. Yummy. We are going to sprinkle it with a little bit of, let me find my knife. We are going to sprinkle it with some nice fresh field greens. Yummy, also. And we have a beautiful taco burger. Now, you could put some shredded fried tortilla on top of it. I don't have any, so I ain't gonna, but I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. That said, let me get my lettuce and cheese back in the fridge, and we'll do a recap of everything before I turn you guys over to the bacon maker. What do you guys think? Arsenic, antifreeze, and you know, Nintendo Switch cards probably aren't harmful, they just don't taste good. I think they put the same, thing in them that they have in that nail bite stuff that you, like, paint on kids' fingernails to keep them from biting their nails. I I think they put the same chemical in it as that, so it's non-toxic. It just tastes like holy hell. But all right. So taco burger, yum. You could put a little sour cream on it. Oh man, that would be good. Do I have any sour cream that's still good? I know some just fell out of the freezer, or the fridge, but I don't know if I've had it too long or not. Let's find out. You know what? Yeah, that looks and smells wonderful. We're putting some sour cream on our taco burger. Hot dog. Looky there. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Boom. All right. Let me show you guys this now. Look at that loveliness. Hey, Jeffro, how's it going? Yeah, it's food safe bittering agent in the plastic. Hey, Jeffro, we just made taco burgers, which you're looking at right now. We also made some chicken breasts that I'm going to eat in several dishes, including some chicken Caesar pitas as the week goes on. And then I made this lovely mixture here. This is chicken thighs, yum, and mushrooms. And a garlic and sage mixture, and it's going to go in pasta later this week if I can keep myself from picking it apart and just eating it by itself. That said, we had a beautiful day in the kitchen today. Sour cream. We also made toasty-style restaurant buttery buns, which are always good to eat on the taco burgers. And, yeah, you know, I mean, I needed to cook today and make my food for the week, so I figured I'd stream it, but I'm always here whenever I get hungry. Because I gotta cook anyway. Might as well spend time with my friends, eh? I've got a mound of taco burgers over here, so I can eat 3 more off of that, so that'll give me 4 taco burgers. 4 or 5 different eating events with the chicken breasts, and probably 2 meals once I put the chicken thighs in the pasta. So this is my food for the week. I've just got to kind of, you know, wrap it up and get it ready for the refrigerator. I'm going to steal 1 more piece of chicken thigh, because, okay, enough of that or I won't have food later this week. It gets wrapped up and stuck in the fridge, and we're going to eat it on pasta later. So what you been up to today, man? It must be 7:45 there? Or thereabouts? Stop it, stop it. Yeah, the chicken thighs came out real well. I was pleased with them. The chicken breasts came out really good too. Let me show you. They're all caramelized up and delicious, and they look they look all toasty, and they taste really good. And that's another thing that always comes out of the refrigerator real good. They're always real good when they're fresh, but when they come out of the fridge and they're cold, you can reheat them and they're real good, or you can eat them cold and they're real good. But they've got a really great flavor regardless, and we're going to enjoy that. And now, all that's left is for me to throw you guys over to someone and eat my taco burger. So, ooh, barbecue tonight. That, yeah, 6:45. Okay. Very cool. Barbecue sounds good. Yeah, that's going to be great. So, I don't think Bacon Maker is still streaming, which means we are going to have to find someone who is. Or I could just end the stream, but do you guys have any suggestions of someone that's streaming? Because I am more than happy to throw the hype over to somebody else and share the enjoyment, with the understanding that I probably can't hang around because I got a lot of stuff to do this afternoon. But Oh, I'm sure it's gonna be just as good as my chicken. The best food is food that you're eating. But that said, I don't know if anyone else is on, so I might just have to end the stream. So that said, you guys, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate all of you. I can't wait to see you again next time. And Kaladin, if you're still here, I can't wait to try out that troll stuff of yours. Jeffro, I will probably be around later this weekend doing some Super Mario Troll Hack stuff, so if you want to come by again, it's always great to see you. Thanks for coming by. Noisy, if you're still here, and Tomo, thanks for coming by. Everybody, go follow everybody, because everyone here is great. In the meantime, I am going to run off and go eat and then get some work done, because I've got like a 2-hour voiceover to record and like house to clean and all kinds of stuff. So, it is always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye. Sweet. Thanks, Kaladin.